I thought a 7-day trip to Stockholm was Killian's way of loving me. I was wrong. A week before Easter, Killian gave me a week off and slipped a ticket to Stockholm into my bag. I thought he was finally learning to care for me. Then I overheard him speaking to our son on the stairs. Dad, are you really going to marry Aunt Isabella? What about Mom? Luca held his model car tightly, trying to sound brave. Killian fell quiet for a moment. It's only a legal marriage. Rocco is gone. Isabella and Emma are in danger, and I can't leave them unprotected. They need the Voss name to keep them safe. Does Mom know? She can't know. His voice softened. Don't tell her, Luca. For your birthday, I'll get you that Aston Martin model you've been wanting. Just like that, I understood. The ticket was never a gift. It was a way to get me out of the way. If he was willing to give the Voss name to another woman, even for show, then I could take back the pride and ambition I'd buried in this marriage. This time, when I left for the north, I wasn't coming back. After dinner, I checked the private family account on Killian's study computer. A new post had gone up. There were no faces in the photo, only a man's hand adjusting a black shawl around a woman's shoulders. The watch on his wrist was the Patek Philippe I'd bought him in Milan. The emerald ring on her finger belonged to the Voss family and had always belonged to the lady of the house. The caption read, "A family name keeps trouble out. If the city is watching, the performance has to look complete." My hands turned cold. I pulled open the desk drawer and took out the black leather notebook Killian never let anyone touch. Inside were registration documents, banquet seating plans, guest lists, and a single handwritten note. During Serena's 7 days in Northern Europe, complete registration and public appearance. I stared at it and laughed quietly. He'd planned my absence down to the exact day. I picked up my phone and messaged my friend in Oslo. "Is the partner seat at Frost Medical Research still available? And have your lawyer draw up a divorce agreement for me." A few months earlier, she'd invited me to join the Institute's founding team, leading strategy and fundraising. I'd turned her down because I couldn't bear leaving Luca or the life I'd built over 10 years. Now I could. I stood on the landing for a long time before going upstairs. When I opened the bedroom door, Killian was already there. "You hate burgundy," I said, looking at his tie. His expression barely shifted. "I'm meeting lawyers at St. Gabriel's tonight. Old-fashioned people. I have to dress appropriately." "What are the lawyers for?" "Family business." He stepped closer and kissed my forehead. "Don't worry about it. Go to Stockholm and relax. When you come back, I'll have gifts for you and Luca." He said it so smoothly, I knew he'd rehearsed it. Burgundy was Isabella's favorite color. Ever since she'd returned to Chicago with her daughter, Killian had been wearing it more and more. That alone wouldn't have meant anything without everything else. Everyone in Chicago said Killian and I were the perfect couple. He ran the Voss public empire, and I held everything together. For 10 years, I managed the foundation, guest lists, charity dinners, lawyers, donors, and every important public event. People called me the woman behind the Vosses. They weren't wrong, only I knew how much of myself I'd given up for that role. Luca ran into the room and wrapped his arms around my waist. "Mom, no matter what happens, you won't leave me, right?" My chest tightened. I knelt down and brushed his hair back. "If someday your dad and I don't live together anymore, who would you want to stay with?" Tears immediately filled his eyes. I pulled him into my arms. "I'm sorry, baby. I shouldn't have asked. Go wash your hands. I'll make dinner." I made tomato pasta, meatballs, mushrooms, and bread. Luca sat at the table, staring at his plate. "Mom, do you already know?" I stayed silent. "Dad said he had to do it," Luca whispered. "To protect Aunt Isabella and Emma. He said you're still the one he loves." "Mom, please don't go." Children believe adults can fix anything with words. Adults know some choices are already answers. Killian came home close to midnight. He smelled like champagne and another woman's perfume. 2 buttons on his shirt were undone, and there was lipstick near his collarbone. "You're still up?" He smiled.